All right, so another set I picked up from the Predicta collector. Motorola VT1, which I believe is from 1950. Wooden cabinet. Rough condition. This veneer is coming up on both sides. Like all that. Back here, complete chassis, even with the original ballast tube. I've never had an original ballast. Pretty cool. It's just ballasts are just a series of resistors that just plug right into the chassis. Let's go ahead and get this out. That capacitor block is just hanging. This guy got it many years ago, also was going to do restoration on it, but just never got around to it. So let's get this chassis out of here, take a look at it. I've actually never seen one of these with a non-deteriorated mask right here that the CRT rests up against. That's pretty surprising. This Motorola that I have, the mask was completely missing and it still had some residue. I did get this one working, sort of. It has sort of a jumpy picture. So, it still has work to do on it, but I believe these use the same exact chassis. Okay, I might be wrong. I think the other chassis is different than this one. But it does look very similar. Damn, this thing is really dirty. Let's take a look under. But it does just slide out. It is nice. CRT stays in there. Okay, wow, this actually did have work done to it at some point, because these are not the original 6,000 volt caps. They're still probably bad. But those aren't the originals. All these paper waxies are original. But it looks like a good amount of the capacitors were changed at some point. Still got the selenium rectifiers in circuit. And then all these electrolytics down here. Even the one that was hanging off is still in circuit. Interesting. Okay, I might go about this project a little differently. I think I am gonna get the veneer off and redo the cabinet first. I wanna see if I can make this just beautiful looking again, then start on the chassis. We can take a look at the flyback. Looks fine. I know these, you have to set these in a correct spot to sort of get the right voltage. I'm not really sure how this flyback operates. This is a little out of my wheelhouse. I'll need to take a look at where this is positioned on my other one in there, and also look at the schematic. Okay, so I took everything out of the cabinet, except for like the picture tube holder back here. I'm still trying to figure out how to get off the Motorola dial logo. So I took off all the veneer on the top. I know people are gonna be upset about that, but I want to practice getting good at re-veneering something. So I went and picked up a big thing of veneer. To re-veneer it. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's a little bit thinner than the veneer that was on here. The veneer, I think for cabinets like these, the original veneer is like 1/7 1/16 to 1/20 of an inch. And I got 1/64 of an inch just due to price. But I'm excited. I think once it's all stained and good to go, this will look pretty good. So I want to get the cabinet all done and looking good. And I didn't realize at first, but the 8 BP4 was only made for sort of this line of sets. So these picture tubes are, very hard to come by, I guess. And there's really no way I can test it unless I put it into my other one. And I checked the pinout. The pinout is the same, so I might do that just to see if a good picture comes through, or see sort of how the brightness is. All right, let's see how it does. Oh, that is super dim. Oh, well, hold on. We got a brightness pot back here. Oh, wait. Okay. Hey, that's actually looking pretty good. For some reason, I thought the brightness was on the front. Dude, that's a nice-ass raster. All right. So that's what we got right now. All right, pretty solid. I mean, the linearity is all messed up, but that's all right. Very nice. I mean, this set does have some issues, but that's a pretty nice testing tube. That's not even max brightness. I mean, when we start going up, we're gonna get a retrace lines, but damn. All right, I guess let's continue on. First veneer job. Looks nice, I like it. Yeah, it feels very nice. So I guess next is just finishing the cabinet. This is gonna look really good, I hope. I think it's gonna look great, but we'll see. All right, so we have, let's go to wide here. We have a few, I've sort of stocked up on grill cloths for various projects, and I want to sort of find one that matches that the most. I found one online that matches this, that I can order, but let's sort of go through my collection and see if I have anything, or if I even have purchased that one in the past. This is one that I got for my RCA 143 that I just still haven't put on yet. Oh, and I also got the Walton grill cloth as well, if I come across one in the future. Plus, I just like their grill cloth design. All right, so I don't think I have ordered the one I'm thinking of. So I got this one. I don't think that really matches what I'm going for. Nah. I thought I had a couple more, but I guess I don't. I can order this one then. Or I found one that looks very, very similar that we can just replace this with. All right, so while I'm refinishing the cabinet, I went ahead and started doing the recap process. I'm gonna take out the two selenium rectifiers, put in some diodes, and I'm going to also replace I already replaced the one electrolytic can. I'm gonna replace the other two, and then replace the other electrolytics in here. I already replaced the sort of high voltage caps in the horizontal and vertical section. So once I get those done, I think I'll do a soft power up and see if everything's looking good, and then I'll replace anything else that's, old, out of spec. But it looks like it was gone over maybe 40 years ago, depending on these caps. So should be all right. All right, here's the cabinet so far. It's looking nice. And then I just put this in here to sort of show what it would be like when it's all put together. I like it. I don't think some people will like this just because it's not, the original. But I gotta sand it down a little more, make it a little more smooth. I didn't put any grain filler in. But I like it. I think this will turn out pretty nice. So the wooden cover on the front, I'm still waiting on the grill cloth in the mail. I did order it. And then once we can do the grill cloth, we can really put everything else back together. So the cabinet will be pretty done. And then the rest of it will just be focusing on the chassis and getting everything solid there. All right, so we replaced the electrolytics and most of the more important capacitors, the high voltage section capacitors. The other ones seem to be fine. We're gonna give this a soft power up. I'm using a 7JP4 instead of the 8BP4, just for safety. This is a weaker testing 7JP4, but if we get an image, we'll know we're on the right track. So let's actually start this. All right, we're just gonna ease into this. We're gonna take it slow. All right, we're getting about half of the tubes being lit up. So one line of the tubes are not getting their filament voltage. What makes me believe is the ballast has a problem with it. So let me go ahead and check that. Okay, I figured it out. The 7JP4 is plugged in. The 25L6 is bad. So I took this is the original 25L6 from the set, and I took the one from my other one over there, the VT73, plugged it in. The other tubes here are getting voltage now. Actually, let me hook up the speaker. Actually, we can do that right now. All right, we got sound now. Let's see if we can get a full raster here. Probably not. But I still got some pots to change, or I still have some capacitors to change, so That's basically the image we're working with a poor testing 7JP4. So I'll go ahead and now replace the rest of the capacitors and see where we're at. But it's good. We got a raster going. 7JP4. Bad 25L6. How about that? Okay, there we go. We got it. After some troubleshooting, we still have some ripple in the line voltage. You can tell that by the display is moving right there. We're looking good right here, man. This is awesome. Okay, replace the last of the waxy capacitors that need to be changed. I also put in a fuse and a CL90 thermistor before it goes to the ballast, just to reduce the inrush of current when you first turn it on. I also replaced the speaker wires that go to the output. I can show you that now. I think this will be a lot cleaner to hook up to the speaker now. So here they are coming out, and then have these little plug-ins that just plug straight into the speaker. So, be much easier to take out, hopefully. All right, let's give this another power up and see how it's looking. Perfect. It's looking really good. I just sort of fine-tuned it. And it's looking very nice. I'm very happy with this. That line going down the screen, that's just on the camera. But wow, let's hook up a DVD player and see if the results is the same. All right, so I got the Jerk on. Great movie.
No, I'm not. Today is Nathan's birthday.
We do have some interference going on. Those dots in the screen. I believe that has to do with just the DVD player, and those lines there are from the DVD player. Okay, so I got a little better. Turned down the contrast and moved the fine tuning. It still needs some work. Bob Anderson has a good series on these sets. So I'm gonna go rewatch his videos, because maybe he does talk about the sort of the interference in the image we got. All right, so I plugged in a VCR, and let's see if that interference acts differently when it's on a VCR rather than a DVD player.
Nice work, fellas. Good job.
Oh wow.
Coming out of the ground. What a touch. Woody. Thanks. We gotta roll things, guys.
Actually, it looks great. Let's see if we can get that vertical correct on the top. Since we weren't getting the interference from the pattern generator, I'm going to assume that it's from the RF modulator and the DVD player we were using. Because this VCR is... It's perfect. I mean, this image looks so good.
Look, Jamie! She's sick! No, she's not! I'm performing to my operation!
What's it from up there?
Oh, no. We have a sick patient here, nurse. Prepare the OR. Stat! Patient is fresh.
All right, got the grill cloth in. This guy is great. RadioGrillCloth.com. I've ordered from him many times for grill cloths in the past. He has a bunch of great designs. Yeah, it's just great all around. This design is looking pretty close to the original. Not exactly, but I think it'll look really good. This is very nice. We'll go ahead and put the new grill cloth on here, and then we'll be done with the cabinet. That'll be nice to see it all back together. I'm very excited.
what are you doing here? I've told you before, this factory isn't a playground. It's dangerous.
Dad, can I have a ride home?
Alan, is Billy Jessup picking on you again? Son, you're gonna have to face him sooner or later. Look, if you're afraid of something, you've got to stand and face it.